Unfortunately, due to medical emergency, Pepperfish could not make it to today's broadcast. Hopefully, everything is going well with him, and we hope to see him in next time he hosts or co-hosts, which I believe is going to be next week on Wednesday. Um, but yeah, so this is the Week 4 Day 3 broadcast. Our first game is going to be a primetime game. It's going to be San Antonio versus Death Valley. Let me just pull up the game schedule real quick. It's going to be Death Valley Scorpions and San Antonio Slots for our first game today, followed by California Firehawks at the Anchorage Wheelers. Then it's going to be a quick sim day, followed by Toronto Pathfinders at Providence Crabs, and an off day, followed by Detroit Demons at the Cancun Toros. In the quick sim, our last stream game being Outer Banks Aviators playing at Vancouver Vandals. And I do have an announcement to make. Unfortunately, this will be the last time that you all will be hearing my voice as a host for a little bit, as I'm taking a step back from streaming to focus on my last couple of semesters in college, as it's getting to be down to the wire. It's my senior year, and I just want to get done with school. But I am rebooting a podcast for those of you who are older users. You might remember the Son of a Pitch podcast. It's going to be rebooted as Sons of Pitches, and I will be having Lone Star as my co-host. We should have our first episode of that up soon when we record. That being said, let's finish up today. I'm going to. And with that being said, we do have a read up, or a write up, I should say. And hopefully, I'm coming through just fine. Would hate to have to adjust my audio again. Let me pull up that write up real quick. Alright. So that being said, tonight features a matchup of two teams currently sitting in second place in their division. The Death Valley Scorpions are 55 and 41, sitting just 2 games behind the division leading Cancun Toros. St. Louis Lost, on the other hand, are 39 and 57, sitting a full 15 games behind the Legends West leading Vandals. Death Valley has been led by their pitching this year. They have 905 strikeouts. They're also holding other teams to just a 243 batting average, both best in the Champions Conference. San Antonio has been striking good balance thus far, with 111 homers on the year, good for third in the conference, but also 915 strikeouts to lead the Legends Conference. Taking the mound tonight for Death Valley is Guy Rossi. He enters the evening with a 10-5 record and a 3.05 ERA, fourth best in the Champions Conference. He's also second in the conference strikeouts with 187. His long pipe, however, has not had quite as good of a season, coming in at 6-11 with a 4.51 ERA, but has been as hot as anyone recently. In his last 4 games, he's gone 3-1, 150 ERA. Interesting to see if he can keep the hot streak going against the hard-hitting Scorpions. Death Valley is one of the best hitters in the league, and third baseman Soicoto Montalban. He's hitting .316 and leads the conference with 98 runs, 237 total bases, and 26 homers. Another highlight of our Scorpions has been first baseman launch angle. In his last 6 games, he's hit .375 with 2 homers. He's second in the conference with 82 RBIs, second to teammate Montalban with 217 total bases, and third in the conference with 23 homers. Hot for South has been third baseman Wes Godin. He has hit .345 with 4 homers in the last 7 games. Also hitting well for his lobs is catcher Rob Littleton, who is currently scorching .429 in his last 5 games with 2 home runs. Will the Scorpions seeing this lobs to continue gaining ground in the Champions West Division, or will San Antonio be able to pull out the upset? Find out next. With that being said, let's begin this game. And we are beginning that West can be a strikeout for the first out, between as the long pipe. Sweet strikeout is Hacob Montalban. Lawn Gnomes up next. That's going to be a walk. And picked off! Wow! Launch angle up next. It's going to be a line out there. That's going to be the side retired. We go to the bottom of the first inning now. Full count here to Mander. That's going to be into the corner. That's going to be a double as Mander is in the leadoff extra base hit. That's going to be a wild pitch to player to be named later will be in a full count. Now he did not hold up. Complete umpire making the call himself. And that's going to drop in there. That's going to be an RBI. Mander will come in to score on an RBI single from Wes Godin to, or was it a fly? It must have been a set fly. As that's going to be strike 3. We go to the top of the second inning now. That's going to be a strikeout for Stella. Daniel Plainview is that's going to be a line out there. Media Monsieur. It's going to drop in for a 2-out single. It's going to go for second, and they're not going to throw us. That's 80th stolen base from Stewart. And that's going to be it for this half the inning. We go to the bottom of the second inning now. Guy Russi is going to line out to right field. Malcolm Cal will be out number 2 on the ground outs. And that's going to be a strikeout there to Prescott-Lee Jr. We go to the top of the third. And that's going to be a home run for Laser Show as Death Valley ties it up. Laser Show with their 6th home run of the season. Ishtola Rule is going to be out number 1. Montalban will be out number 2. And Juan Gnomes will get it down for a for a 2-out single as a really old pitch and run attempt here, but that's not going to do it. It's going to be out number 3. We go to the bottom of the third. San Diego Death Valley tied 1-1. That's going to be hit hard deep. Is that way to be gone? It is 366 feet. Death Valley Now falling behind 2-1 San Antonio. Just to clarify, I'm coming through loud and clear, right? And that's going to be in there for a single. A stolen base in here, that one's high, and it's going to be a stolen base for Whittle. It's going to be a lineup from Manor. Whittle will retreat back to second. It's going to be a walk on a full count. Les Scoden drove in an RBI in the first to get this team up on the board. Bases are now loaded. That's going to be in there. It's going to bring home 1 run. Make it a 3-1 ball game. Hard deep off the top of the wall. Missed a home run by a matter of millimeters. That's going to be in there for a single from Duckley Jr. No, it's going to be a double actually. Turd Ferguson, the first baseman, will ground out for number 3, but 6 runs will come across to score in the 3rd inning. We go to the top of the 4th, but that's going to be a strikeout there. Down the line, just barely stayed fair. That's going to be a double for Plainview. Miguel Mistura, former Brewers, he will be out number 2 on a close play. And that's going to be out number 3. Oh, there we go. By Whittle. Stolen base, got on base with a double, and it came on the score last time around. Jerry Mander will be a pop out there. Player to be named later. No hits so far. That's going to be a single. Les Scoden will smack that one up the back of the wall. That's going to be an RBI double for Les Scoden. Stetson Lario strike out. So 1 run on 2 hit, no errors, runner left on. It's 8-1 San Antonio. Reggie Stola rule. It's going to be a single. And a pass ball. That's long time. I'm surprised long time is still in. Runner along. Oh, wait, no. He's flops. What am I talking about? He's only. He hit 85 pitches here in the 5th inning, so he might not last too much longer as Max Velo, who came in the 4th inning, will give up a single. And it's going to be a walk. And that's going to be over the top of the second baseman's glove. That's going to be a single. Bases are loaded now. Turd Ferguson will run into double play, but meanwhile, Ryan will score, make it a 9-1 game in the 5th inning, as Whittle will strike out. Launch angle will be in on with a single. Stella will go down striking out. A line out there as Echo will go in first. And of course, that's going to be a out. 3 long pipe with the 10th K. Jerry Mander will go down swinging. Player to be named later. Came around to score last time around of getting on base. That's going to be a walk for Scoden. Laramie will draw a walk as well. Littleton will strike out and now retire to side. We go to top of the 7th now. That's going to be out number 1. laser show in for will strike out swinging 11 Ks from long pipe. And make that K number 12 today as long pipe hits double digits. Blinky Shram will come in relief and will give up a walk at first battery bases. Ducky Jr. will fly out there. Turret Ferguson, 1 for 3 with a solo shot, that'll be out number 2. And that'll be it for Whittle. We go to the top of the 8th. So that'll be it for long pipe as William Million will come in and a non-safe situation. You're just trying to keep the score right where it's at. That's going to be a back-to-back singles. And an error there will cost them a play. They'll just strike out there as Plainview will go swinging outside of the zone. And the third first will be complete the out. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning now. San Antonio hoping to add some insurance here. That's going to be a lineup from Jerry Mander. They're going to be named later will pop out to the third baseman. And Les Godin will go down looking 9-1 slots. That Valley with a hill to climb here in their half of the 9th inning. Starting the final 3 out. That's going to be hard, deep. That one's going to be gone. It's a 9-2 game. As Carlos Crash first battery faces gives up the solo shot. Either show will pop up. That'll be out number 1. Yishtolo Rule will be out number 2. And Montalban will be in there. That's going to be into the gap. That's going to be a double. Mondome's safe with the infield hit. Launch angle, it's hard, deep, that one's gone! Carlos Crash giving up 2 home runs here in the 9th inning as Death Valley is looking to come back in this one. Ollie Erickson will come in, will give up a single, that's a runner on first. And he didn't hold up, that's the ball game. Death Valley tried to come back but couldn't muster the 8 runs needed to tie. They will lose it 9-5. I am alone again, Lone Star. I am. Pittsburgh had a family emergency, so he couldn't make it today. But you're welcome to join me. Yeah, if you want to hop in, I'll put up your nameplate. And your nameplate's up, so just go ahead and just hop on whenever.
Okay.
Thank you for joining me, Lone Star.
Yeah, no problem at all, Tim. No problem. A wind tunnel. We're in a wind tunnel.
Yeah, my new room doesn't have the. I moved my setup into a spare room, and it doesn't have the insulation that the other room had because it's just like my TV and my consoles basically, as well as my rig.
If I move into the bathroom, will that help? Then there can be 2 people in the wind tunnel.
So
No.
yes, I'm always gonna sound echoey. Hopefully,
This is great.
hopefully when I come back, I'll have some stuff in this room that'll help pad so I'm not as echoey.
Wait, Tim, take it away.
Alright, for Death Valley batting line score, we have a 3 RBI, 3-5 game from launching with that home run in the 9th inning off of Carlos Crash. We also have home runs from Laser Show and Glitter Flamingo on top of that. For San Antonio, we have a 3 RBI 2-4 game from Rob Littleton, as well as a solo shot from Turd Ferguson that tied up in the third inning. Guy Russi will take the loss, Long Pipe will take the win. Long Pipe, the player of the game. I'm still bummed that we got cheated out of a Grand Slam.
Oh.
It literally just bounced off the top of the wall, missed the stands by a matter of millimeters.
Demons 8-7 in the 12th. Oh, with a home run by Mondragon to win this. Yes, Mondragon getting the victory with the homer there. For Detroit, multiple hit days for Shizuka. Waxilium Summers. 3 hit days for Bobrist and a starting pitcher. Bobrist, Waxilium Summers, 2 home runs from a starting pitcher in this 8-7 win for Detroit. For Buffalo, 4 hit day for Dog Maple, including 5 RBI and 3 homers by Dog Maple. In this one, Ethan Shadow with a homer, 3 for 5 day, 3 hit day for Itsumi Mayo for the pitching. Getting stolen bases in this one. I know Mayo was chasing the record, I thought, but okay. So Mondragon taking the loss, and Summers getting the victory in 1 2/3 with no earned runs, and DW Dog Maple 3 homer day, well deserved for player of the game.
And then they also do tie the rookie season new record for Buffalo for 3 home runs. A little special note for Dog Maple there. The Voyagers are going to beat the Toros 11-4 in a game at home. Cancun batting line score, we have 2-day performances from Gnome Child, Victor Cortez, and Tina O'Malrain. For New York batting line score, we have a 2 RBI game from Nolan Teggy, as well as a 3 RBI game from Diego Ramirez. And all 2 of those runs coming from a home run in the first inning. Calgo will take the loss, Atkins will take the win, Rooster the hold, Diego Ramirez your player of the game.
It's 5-2 over the Rougarou in this one. Only 3 hits by the Rougarou, so we'll focus on the Crabs. 2 for 3 day for Beryl Summers, 2 for 3 day for Seymour Baltz. No homers by either team. Let's go ahead and go to the pitching there. We'll speed this up. And Iceman with the complete game 10K 1 earned run game is your player of the game.
I just want to point out, Iceman threw
Yeah, 90 pitches.
90 pitches, so pretty phenomenal game from Iceman. 1 earned run away from a Maddox, but still very very impressive showing.
Wish to have 90 pitches in a game.
You'll get there. It's just as I keep saying, flamethrowers have a rough starting out early in their career because of just how many, because of just how velo works in OTP, but they do become a lot more effective later on in their careers once they can get their control movement up some more. But you'll get there. Alright, Seattle reaches a 9-game winning streak. as they beat the Vandals 6-4. Seattle batting line score of 3 RBI game from pass, 2 for 5 game for them. Looks like they just got a home run, 3-run home run in the first inning off of Nasty. For Vancouver, we have a 2 RBI 2 for 4 game from Pierre Phillip. Excuse me, it was an RBI from Stephen Strange. Mahito McQueen will take the win, Kip Preble will take the save, Chuck Nasty will take the loss, and Pass is their player of the game.
All right, Boise taking this one 7-3 with the touchdown against the field goal over Nashville. For Nashville, 4 for 5 Dave for Jimmy Arenado, 2 for 3 for Munson, 2 for 4 for Samir Knopf. Arenado getting a homer and Munson also getting a homer for Nashville. For Boise, almost everybody got a hit in this game. 2 hits apiece for Gagne, Gauthier, Stewart, and Peter Dawson III, who hit home run number 12, and Chase Hunter home run as well in this one. For the pitching, yes, getting the victory to pull to 8-10 now on the season. Mac John taking the loss, and your player of the game is Jimmy Arenado.
The Pathfinders will beat the Apex 4-3 in an upset, scoring 3 in the ninth to win it. For Indy, we have a 2 RBI 3-4 game from Mosquitoes. For Toronto, we have a 3 RBI game from Granite Heaters. They hit, but yeah, looks like Webb hit the game-winning double against John Noble. Noble will take the loss and lone save. Stetson Mixon will take the win, and Calm Chicken is your player of the game.
Scratching back this season, pardon the pun, but Calm Chicken's been scratching back to get to 500. Outer Banks, 9-3 demolishment of the Lunar Base Space Rangers in this one. 2 hit days for AJ Justice and Duke Newsome for Lunar Base, including AJ Justice's 16th and DeLion Court's 10th home runs of the season. Outer Banks coming in with no homers, but it was a complete game for the team. 2 hit days for Speedy McFly Jr. and Oliver as well. 3 RBIs for Rachel Morimura in this one. For the pitching, Jones picking up the victory, 3 earned runs over 7 innings. And Nansen picking up the loss. And your player of the game is Wombat Jones in that beautiful, beautiful game.
Going down to the Niners. Well, games to Miners, okay. Our next game is going to be a minor league stream game. It's going to be California Fire taking on the Umbrella Armadillos. Or, no, California Fire River City taking on the Angry Wheelers, my bad.
That's good to me.
Got the Firehawks right, just not the home team right.
There we go.
Alright, I'll let you take this one.
All right. Hacob and Lonestarr, night number 3 in a row here on PBE Sim. Bringing it. Bringing it for everybody. 3 in a row. All right. I'm ready whenever you are. Whoop, comes up, grounds it, and that's 1 away. That brings up for Carl Jr., my son, right on cue while I'm doing this. Under, 2 down. Pick up. Song Grounder. 3 grounders in a row. And that's going to end the first inning as Whamageddon gets through that. Keen Ice coming up now for Anchorage. And was iced on that one. Flies out to left, 1 down. Slime Sluggerton coming up. Slime does not get away with that one. Ground out, 2 down. Brings up Cam Squires. Squires taking the walk. And now all of Enrique Chico, grounder, and that's the end of the inning. So nothing. We go to the second. Devontae Moore striking out, first K for Whamageddon. That brings up Maverick Tanyan. Tanyan strikes out, 2 Ks in a row for Geddon. Gonna bring up Clark Max. Short pop up, another 1-2-3. That's the end of 1.5. Still nothing. Lonestarr coming up now. Strikes out, first K for Johnny Tom. Brings up Rex Jordan. Base hit for Jordan. First hit of the game by either team. Robin Banks could not bank it off the third baseman. Lines out there, 2 down. Gonna bring up DB Barnum. Not PT Barnum, that one. Flies out to center, end of inning. Go to the third, nothing. As California comes back up with Coleman Carver. Got carved up on that one. Third K for Whamageddon. It's going to bring up I've got a dumper. Grounder. And that's another out. 2 down. That brings up Goro Majima. Hop up. Center. End of inning. Alright. Whamageddon. Clean through 3. That brings up Cash Jr. Cash Jr. flies out to left. 1 down. Brings up Dean Ice again. Ice. Oh, stolen base by Cash Jr., number 16 on the season. For Ice, that looks like a line out right there. 1 down. Sluggerton's going to fly out to left. 2 down. That brings Chico back up. And Chico strikes out. Second K for Johnny Tom. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the fourth. Whoop whoop. Flies out. That's 1 down. Rafael Furcal Jr. lines out. 2 down. Yoon Song grounds out. Wow, okay, that's 12 in a row for Whamageddon. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Enrique Chico back up, base hit. Only the second hit of the game by both teams. Lonestarr strikes out. Third K for Johnny Tom. Rex Jordan. That ball is gone. 2-run jack by Rex Jordan. Make this a 2-0 game. Robin Banks coming up. Banks banks that one off the wall. 1 for 2. Banks is in there. Way to bank that one. DB Barnum. Gotta get more elephants. That's 2 down with the ground out. Chris Cash Jr. CCJ flies out to right, end of inning. With the 2-run blast, makes this a 2-0 game. Grounder. 1 down as Moore grounds out. Maverick Tanyan. Ooh, great stop! It was not in time. There's the no-hitter broken up by Tanyan. Max is going to fly out. Carver coming up. Carver grounds, and that's out of there. So, Tanyan breaks up the no-hitter. 1 hit through 5. Ice grounds out, 1 down. Bottom of the 5th now, 2-0. Cam Squires flies out to center, 2 down. Sluggerton flies out to center, 2 down. Now Cam Squires comes up. That's the ground out, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3. We're going to I've got a dumper here in the top of the 6th. And that's a grounder. One down. Goro Majima flies out to right. Two down. Outside for whoop whoop. And that's a grounder. And that's 1, 2, 3 there in the sixth. Getting along. One hit through six so far. Chico walks. Chico's aboard. Now it's time for Lonestarr. Lonestarr. There's one on for two. Double play. Lonestarr grounds into the double play. Two down. And that's a pop out by Rex Jordan, and that ends the inning. We go to the seventh, 2-0 Anchorage. There's a big time strikeout there by getting fourth K of the day. Down. The song grounds out. Devontae Moore, grounder. Another 1, 2, 3 by Whamageddon there in the seventh. Has allowed one hit this entire game. And there's a strikeout there by Ichiban Kasuga as Robin Banks goes down. One down. Stevie Barnum, grounder, two down. Chris Cash Jr., grounder. 1, 2, 3, go. Anchorage in the seventh. We go to the eighth. And that's a grounder there. One down. As Tanyan gets out again. Max, grounder. What a game by Whamageddon. Two down. Coleman Carver, base hit. Only the second hit of the game for California. Andamens comes in and strikes out Bumper. And that ends the eighth. Two hits allowed so far. Nice base hit to left off Kasuga. Sluggerton. Ooh, great catch by the center fielder. The one-handed catch. Was hoping it'd be one-handed. Usually it's one-handed. Squires grounds out for two down. That brings up Chico. Chico over the wall! Two-run blast by Enrique Chico. Make this a 4-0 game. That's going to bring up Lonestarr. Two strikes out. Second K by Kasuga. 4-0. We go to the top of the ninth. Here we go, everybody. Goro Majima coming up. Goro. Grounder. Base hit. Up the middle. Third hit for California today. He's up. Whoop, whoop. That's the double play, though. Whoop, whoop hits into Recall Jr. Base hit up the middle. Jumping hits now. Song. Base hit as well. Game not over. Devontae Moore drives it. That's caught by the left fielder to end the game. 4-0 Anchorage. What a game. What a game. Chico and Jordan both with home runs in this one. The pitching was great by Anchorage. Yeah, Whamageddon, beautiful game. It should have been player of the game, absolutely. 7 2/3, only allowed 2 hits. Vandermans finishes the job. Good work, Anchorage, good work.
Alright, the Amarillo Armadillos are going to beat the Bruce City Bears as they continue pushing for a wild card spot after they compete with the Kingpins for it. So it should be a very interesting race to watch tomorrow. 3 RBI game for Chorizo McTater, 2 RBI game from Kovalto Volkova, and 2 RBI game from Axel Babno. For Bruce City, 2-hit game from Citrusson. Marshmallow will get the win as they win for the complete game win. Carter will take the loss. Marshmallow Jr. player of the game.
Steeds win 6-2. Here we go. It's another Tim and Lonestarr stream. They're going to just keep winning now. 6-2 Steeds in this one for Louisville. Only 2-hit day was by Machado. Mansquatch and Machado both hit home runs in this one. 17th for Mansquatch. For State College, Broomer and Adam Confused both hit home runs. Broomer 2 for 4 day, 3 RBI. Confused 3 RBI. Primo 2 for 3. For the pitching, Spencer Bear. Like, joking that Spencer was going to have the all-time record for losses, I don't think so. 2 earned runs over 7 and a third goes to 8 and 9. Pimling taking the rare loss to go to 12 and 6. Bear, your player of the game. All-time record for losses, please.
Alright, the Kingpins will be lifted up to 49 and 48. Still currently in possession of the last wild card spot. The season were to end today. For Chicago, two-hit game for George, as well as 2 RBI game for D. For Kansas City, only RBI came off the bat of Gazelle. That was a solo shot in the 6th inning off of Tridical Sun. Tridical Sun would take the win. Riz would take the save. A Bird would take the loss. Tridical Sun cleared the game. And we have an ejection.
Here we go.
Nicholas Savinsky was ejected in the 9th inning for arguing a strike call.
Be ejected the 9th inning, right? Be ejected. I played the whole game. I'm gonna get mad. All right. So the Flamingos take down the really tough Puerto Rico Ranas 5-3. In this one, slugs 2 for 4 day, 4 RBI with 2 homers, and pretty much accounted for almost everything for Florida. For Puerto Rico, multiple hit days by Naughton Jr., President Blaney, Hitchcock, and Thomas. No home runs by Puerto Rico. For the pitching, John Gerard falling to 3 and 16. Now there's approaching a loss record. And Momentum picking up the victory to go to 11 and 4 on the season. Your player of the game, yes, with the multi-home runs, Atlas slugs. And look, Ejectocito was ejected in the 3rd inning for arguing a strike call. There's another ejection. Telling you, these guys arguing plays. Just saying.
I think our minor leaguers are trying to advocate for the automated ball strike system.
Exactly. I mean, I prefer to be ejected in the 9th and not the 3rd. I prefer to be ejected in the 9th or later.
Right, and I mean, in the 9th, unless the game is tied, you're not going to be coming in again.
Right, exactly. So I'm just going to go yell at somebody and see what happens.
Alright, we're on to our next game. Which according to the schedule is going to be, quick sim day for both majors and minors.
I said boo. I said boo. Oh, that's great. All sheets really 12 and 2. Holy smokes. 12 and 2. But come on, Side Duck. You're pitching like Lonestarr. Sheesh.
Boise is going to lose an 8-0 shutout win.
Pitching. It's not pitching.
New York with the dub here. Boise, only 6 hits. A total of 9 strikeouts for Detroit. Or not Detroit, but Boise. For New York, 3 RBI game from Rosario Tanaka and 2 RBI game from Diego Ramirez. Duck will take the loss, Moose Jr. the win, and Jones the save. Moose Jr. player of the game.
There you go, Joey. All right. Outer Banks taking this one 9-6 over the Sloths. For San Antonio, multiple hit days for Scoden, Laramie, Littleton, and Duckley, as well as Whittle. And 4 RBIs for Littleton in this one, including home run number 11. A player to be named later smacked a home run as well in this one. Outer Banks, home runs by Ruiz Jr., McFly Jr., Eschenbaugh in this one. Multiple hit days for Slow, Eschenbaugh, and Mura, Ruiz Jr., and Oliver. They all had multiple hit days. For the pitching, Voss is going to end up picking up the victory to go to 8-4. It will pick up the loss, but your player of the game is Patrick Eschenbaugh. Big game.
The Nanos are going to beat the Surge 3-1. Vancouver batting line score. No more take game to speak of here, but we do have a home run from Danny Burgers for Buffalo. Multi game for Anthony Mio and Pee Wee Reese. Holly Sheet will take the win, going to 13-2 on the year. Prepping herself for a very strong Pitcher of the Year candidacy. Kid will take the save. Bubba will take the loss. Colby Coppin, your player of the game.
Itsumi Mayo, stolen base 106 in that one as well for stolen base watchers.
What's the record for stolen bases?
Great question. Upset that you didn't get to call Jean-Jacques Francois Jacques Jean Jr. in that one. Okay, anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I do have one to
Moving on.
check. We do have possible milestones to the sim. I do want to check on. When we get to Pierre Dawson the third, they were one hit away from 1,000 career hits. I want to check on Plainview as well as Phillip and Burgers.
Peter Dawson got that hit. I know that.
Yeah, so I'm almost positive that Dawson got that hit as well. I do want to check. As I said,
See Dynamic MLB in the chat. Good to see you, Dynamic MLB. You're going to get more action here than you're going to get on the main channel because that's a replay. So we are not replaying, even though we could. We could at some point.
alright.
Something like the 3 a.m. PBE resim, like no, the replay should 3 a.m. replay should happen when people are like half asleep. And they're like, oh, PBE Sim's on at 3 in the morning.
Alright. So
Start hearing my voice on the replay.
let's see, for career, for Pierre Phillip, I'm checking their RBIs. They're 2 away from 600 career RBIs.
Pierre Phillip had no stolen bases first 5 years, and then the last 5, it's all been like gangbusters. That's fantastic.
So they don't have career RBIs yet. Danny Burgers is also going to look at him as well. They're 2 stolen bases away from 500. But looks like
These guys get nicknames. How do these guys get nicknames? That's what I want to know.
I kind of want to know where the stat team is getting their stuff because I'm seeing 549 career stolen bases.
Walks. That's walks.
Walks, yeah, walks. Walks, yeah. So they're 1 walk away from 550. So they're getting close. They might get that next game. I'm tired, okay? Cut me some slack. So with that in mind, I do want to recheck the list. 5 RBIs away from 600, okay. Don't know why the stat team said they were 2 away at the beginning of the sim.
I'll get a walk, or
No,
burgers, or
it was for RBIs. Beginning of the sim stat seems said they were 2 away from 600, meaning we need to be at 598. But here's the 595.
right.
So, all right. With that being said, let's go back into our box score recap. As we do have one check for, I believe, for both Toronto and Providence here in this one. Nope, just Toronto, but doesn't look like. Well, Chauncey Ingram, you can check. They are 1 away from 250 career doubles. Providence is going to beat Toronto 4-2. Ingram get a double. No, he did not. So he's still 1 away from 250 career doubles. Let's see, 2-hit game from Mortimer Dog, Ryan, and Dusty Greer. Providence, we have a 2 RBI 2-hit game from Hurricane. Rocco Whiskey will take the loss, Joe Random with the win, Abe the hold, and Randy Colon save.
And Cancun taking down Nashville in the 10th inning. A 4-hit day for Gnome Child, Victor Cortez, and Tiernan O'Malrain, both with homers in this one, as well as 2-hit days. For Nashville, the only home run was by Michael Munson. However, 3 for 5 for Levine, 2 for 4 for Lincoln Mercury. For pitching, Smoltz picking up the win, 11-5 for a reliever. No earned runs over 2. Zach Vega taking the loss to go to 12-4. Both of those relievers have multiple wins, or double-digit wins. Player of the game is Victor Cortez.
The Apex are going to beat the Rougarous 8-3. For New Orleans, we have a 2-hit game from both Enderman and as well as Robinson. For Indy, 3-hit game, 2 RBI game from Gedef. Bernard will take the loss, McFlores to win, Takashi to save. Gedef, your player of the game.
Right, Death Valley skunking Lunar Base 5-0. In this one, multiple hit days for Montalban Gnomes, Stell, not Stella, and Plainview. Plainview getting the only home run on the team there, number 11. For Lunar Base, 3 different people got a hit. And that's all I want to say there. Let's go to pitching. Always a bonus. No earned runs over 8 should be player of the game. Is player of the game. With the win, ETF taking the loss.
And I
Still
do
bonus.
no milestone check for Montalban. Started to say they were 1 walk away from turning 50 career walks.
No walks. It said 0.
It's 0, okay.
Boy, there's 350 right there.
But they must hit a last game before we checked. I don't know their user, but congrats to Montalban for 350 career walks.
Woohoo!
For the Detroit Demons, they will beat the Seahawks difference 11-7. For Seattle, 2 RBI game from Hopkins and Pass. Detroit, 2 RBI game from Sheehan, Boris, 4 RBI game from a starting pitcher. DeVries would take the loss. LeBeau would take the win. Starting pitcher, your player of the game. Down to the minors. As Florida.
All right. Flamingos. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Alright. The Florida Flamingos will beat the Puerto Rico Ranas 7-1. For Florida, we have Pollywag with 2 hits, 4 RBI games to Fortune, and 2 RBIs to Murphy. Puerto Rico, only more take in from Picasso. Izzo will take the win in the complete game. Bravis will take the loss. Justin Izzo, your player of the game.
It's a good game. All right, Dillos taking down the Bears 9-2 in this one. For Amarillo, multiple hit days for Teresa McTater, Volkova, Martin, Warner. Ooh, Warner. Warner had a nice day there, Tim. And O'Ray. Multiple RBIs for Martin, Warner, and Henderson in that one. For Brew City, multiple hit days for Stitcherson and McCheesy.
I'll take a 3 RBI game, considering I'm literally a magician who can't field who has 10 errors.
Yes, yeah, you do. Well, Jeter had a bunch of errors for me, just to let you know. Anyhow, I already talked about the hitting. Let's go down to the pitching. And, Caitlin Montreal picking up the victory to go to 12-9. Jack Duff taking one of those rare losses. Oh, he's at 8. And Caitlin Montreal is your player of the game.
Firefox will beat the Wheelers in extras here in 4-3. For California, 2 RBI, 4 for 6 game from Max. Was 3 for 5 game from I've got a number with an RBI. Anchored by an extra 2 RBI game from D.B. Barnum. Kilgannon will take the win. At best with the save. Penguins 1 save and Cope loss. For the games to be Clark Max.
Steeds holding off the Lemurs here in this one. 4-3 after a 4-run first inning for the Steeds. Yeah, got it all done in the first. Louisville, 2 hit days for Cal COVID Mansquatch and Samuel Sheeping. For State College, 3 for 4 day for Kai Broomer. And home run and 3 RBI for Sebastian Primo. BB Kimura getting the victory. 2 runs over 6 innings. Dubois, a 3 inning save. Shohei Wantani picking up the loss. Your player of the game is BB Kimura. There you go, BB.
And in a close division matchup, or close division race, the Kingpins will keep their wild card spot as they beat Kansas City 8-1. That division really coming down to the wire. We're going to see how the wildcard spot plays out. For Chicago betting lines, we have a 3-hit game from Troy Monopolitsky, as well as a 2-hit game from El Grande Mexicano. 3 RBI game from Jones as well. For Kansas City, we have a 2-hit game from Kirkland, as well as Gandalf Gray. Avery Time will take the win. Hands will take the save. Summers the loss. Avery Time, your player of the game. Going to the next day, which is going to be a prime time game. It's going to be, I believe, Toronto. It is Toronto at Providence. Pathfinder's taking on Providence Crabs. And that's going to be a strikeout looking for Healer, one away. Palindrome will be out number 2. Austin Webb will be your third out. Still Toronto goes down 1, 2, 3. Providence up. Traveler, Summers and Bolts. Hardy gone! Traveler getting this game off with a solo shot, 348 feet. It's 1-0 Providence. Beryl Summers will be your first out. Seymour Vaults will pump it up to third. Not sure who that was. That just joined briefly and then left, but that's gonna be it for the inning as Chauncey Ingram will come up, and that's gonna be a double. I believe that's another milestone accomplished this stream.
Double, yes, that's confirmed.
Yep, that is 250 for that. So we have one away. Whereas Ingram will come in to score. You get a 1-1 ball game. And that's going to be out number 2. And that'll be your final out. We go to the bottom of the second inning now. Tied 1-1, as that's going to be a pop up high in the air. The shortstop with the grab. Earthquake up next. The catcher, as that's going to be in there. That's going to be a single. Runner on. And that's going to be a double play out of the inning. I believe that was a 1-6-3 double play. Pretty bit of fielding there, as that's going to be a line out for Dusty Greer. Banded Healer. It's going to be in there at the wall. That's going to be a double. Runner in scoring position for Toronto. And that's going to be an error. Or no, they're scoring as an infield hit apparently. A strikeout for Webb, missed a screwball there, as that's going to be a line out to retire the side. Toronto gets man in scoring position, but as they've done all season long, cannot bring him home. We go to the bottom of the third now. Catches considerations. The batter. Give me a single. Boys just back again. And that's the out number 2 for Rail Traveler. A little hit and run here. That's going to be your third out. We go to the top of the 4th. Bo Matthews, the left fielder, will be your first out of the inning. Mortimer Dog will draw a walk. And no double play there. They get the out at first. It's fielder's choice. And that's going to be out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Seymour Balks will line out to the first baseman. Miggs Mayfield, second baseman. That's going to be hard, deep. That's going to be gone. Providence up 2-1 with a 336-yard home run. Second of the game allowed from Kitmaker. That's going to be a third one allowed from Kitmaker. That's going to be another solo shot. Back-to-back shots from Mayfield and Zalewski. Earthquake up next. That's going to be a line out there to the shortstop. J.D. Pants in with a single. And a out there, but Providence will put 2 up on the board, make it a 3-1 game. Dusty Greer will be out number 1. Bandit Healer, the catcher up next, will strike out swinging. Palindrome will be out number 3. Go to the bottom of the 5th inning now. Still 3-1 Providence, and that's going to be in there for a hit. Rail Traveler and the base as that's gonna be a stolen base from back again. He goes for third, and he's gonna steal third. So get the tag there, but late. And no throw. It's gonna be an RBI single as back end will stretch a single into a triple with 2 stolen bags. That's gonna be out there, caught by the shortstop. A line out there for out number 2. And that's gonna be in there. That's gonna be off top of the wall. It's gonna bring home a run. Make it a 5-1 ball game. It's gonna be out number 3. Top of the 6th now. Webb struck out last time around. That'll be ground out there. Chauncey Ingram will go down looking. Got run up looking as that's going to be number 2. And Bo Matthews will be in with a single. Mortimer Dog. Your third out. As Kim Ji-woo will come in as Kim Baker will exit the game. That's going to be out number 1 there. And a... Ooh, cut. Wow, I thought that was going to be out of there, but no. Guys' considerations. Be your third out. Well, nobody on base with an input hit. And that's going to be in there. Whereas that first and second now, 2 away. And no throw. The bases are now loaded. As they get the short out at first. Providence loads them all, but can't bring them in. We go to the top of the 7th. Still 5-1. Me your first out. Lucas Ryan will be your second out of the inning. And for full count pitch, that's going to strike up for swinging for Dusty Greer. Time for the 7th inning stretch here in Providence. It's going to be your first out for Ball Sniggs Mayfield. It has hit a solo shot earlier, or an RBI double and a solo shot earlier in the game. So Lewinsky also had a solo shot earlier in the game, will strike out. Earthquake, the out number 3, top of the 8th inning now. Toronto running out of time here to make magic happen. Palindrome with hard deep, that's gonna be caught. And Randy Cologne will come in. That's gonna be a strikeout to Webb. Bottom of the 8th. J.D. Pants with the strikeout. Kind of considerations will be in line out there, and Boys to just back again will pop out to the catcher. Top of the 9th. Try to go for Ingram. Bo Matthews. They say he held up, so that's gonna be a walk. So I got looking for Dog. Toronto down to their last out now, and Lucas Ryan has to be strikeout to end the game. This one is over. It's 5-1. Crabs. Toronto. That's gonna be.
What a game!
What a game!
Crabula, yeah. Crabula's scratching back. I'm telling you, 10-11 now. Crabula's on like I think what 5-11.
I have no clue. 2 RBI game for Travel, 2 RBI game for Mayfield as well. A solo shot from Saluski. Kid Maker will take the loss, Crabula will take the win, and Crabula is your play of the game.
All right.
And look, your team won.
Gosh, wait a minute. 11-3. Wait a minute. I think I know who is pitching in this one. 11-3 victory for Boise over the Voyagers. I think I know who's pitching. For Boise, now I'm getting all excited. 5-for-5 day for Rodrigo Wallach. Gauthier. Wallach had 2 homers in this one. Gagne, Gauthier, and Stewart all 2 hits. Chase Hunter with 3 hits for New York. 2 for 4 day for Bay Bay. Now for the pitching. Come on, we gotta see it. Oh, it's Harold. It wasn't me. Son of a gun. Anyway, Harold Smith picking up the victory to go to 6-10. That means the next game. Professor Crockwell with another loss to go to 7-9. And Rodrigo Wallach, no surprise, your player of the game. Way to go, Boise. Do it again next game, please.
The Aviators will beat the Swamp 7-3. RBI and a 2-4 game from Rob Littleton. Outer Banks 2-8 game from Eschenbach, as well as 4 RBI game from Ghosty. Inkleader will take the loss, King the save, King the win, and Boss the hold. Robert Albright, your player of the game.
All right. Buffalo taking down Vancouver 3-2 in this one. For Vancouver, 2-hit days for Rishikesh, Von Caliente, and Jean-Jacques Francois Jacques Jean Jr. Phillip and Strange both had stolen bases 94 and 97, respectively. Buffalo in the victory. Multiple days for Ethan Shadow, Mark Honcho, Pee Wee Reese, and Hannah Streamsong. With Streamsong getting home run number 8. Rishikesh had number 10 for Vancouver. For the pitching, Arto Cologne, winner, going to 4-7. Abassi taking the loss, and Juicy Jumbo with no earned over 7, your player of the game.
I do want to point out that Flora Lore is now at over 1,000 career strikeouts.
10 in that game, too.
Alright. And then...
New York Voyagers is too good. That's right. That's right. They're great. We have their number though for some reason. Not sure why.
The Stars are going to beat the Toros 13-5. For Cancun, we have a 5 RBI game. Wow, from Miles Meredith calling for the entire Cancun offense. Nashville, we have a 4 RBI game from Fort Lincoln Mercury, a 3 RBI game from Max Munson. Smolt will take the loss. Skumaku will take the win. And Fort Lincoln Mercury, a player of the game.
Like I said, Apex taking down New Orleans 9-6 in this one. For New Orleans, multiple hit days for Enderman, Boucher, and Shu, including Enderman's 107th stolen base in this one. For Indianapolis, multiple hit days for Santos Garcia, Scottos, Rosenthal, and a 3 for 5 day for Harry. Don't call me. Oh, Callahan, Harry Callahan. Go ahead and go to the pitching, please. Anywho, Takahashi picking up the victory in 1 1/3 innings of scoreless relief. Multi-pitch taking the loss to go to 0-3. Harry Callahan, your player of the game, and well deserved. Harry, don't call me Shaven Callahan.
The Scorpions are going to beat the Space Rangers 8-2. For the Valley, it's like Dakota Montalban with 2-5 game, 4 RBI game for London, probably a candidate for player of the game. For Lunar Base, 2 RBI game from Durian Crag. November Bottle will take the win, going at 15-6. Express will take the loss, and yep, Lon Gnome's your player of the game.
Alright. Detroit doubling up the Sea Serpents in this one 10-5. Seattle gets closer to 500. Multiple hit day for Jim Hawkins, and Gator McGraw is the only one with a homer for Seattle. For Detroit, the only home run came by Zen Bobrist, 3 for 5 with 3 RBI, 2 for 3 for Alpha Nerd, 2 hit day for a starting pitcher. Almost everybody got a hit. For the pitching, Aria Blue Sky going to 16 and 5. Taco Bell taking the loss to go to 9 and 10. Your player of the game is Zen Bobrist. There you go, Bob. Brist.
Down to the minors.
Oh, come on, Rollins. Where are your heads at? Oh. Go ahead.
Florida, as Ron as will be shut out by the Mingos 2-0 win. For Florida, 2 RBI game from Homer Simpson, cutting for all the runs. And 2-4 game from Blaney. Rocco take the win, Johnson the save, Ribbit the loss. Doc Rock played the game. A third ejection this stream. What is all these ejections? Paulie Wag was ejected in the first inning for arguing a strike call.
Yeah, if we had ABS, they wouldn't be ejected. All right. Hepcats walked this off. Jacopo Reddick in the 11th inning to win 6-5 over the Kingpins. Kingpins need these games. 3 hit days for George and for Sajima. 2 hit day for Showtime Jones. George and Monopolitsky both with home runs for Chicago. For Kansas City, Giesel, home run number 20, 3 for 5 day. 2 hit days for Yordong and for Kamenik. For the pitching, Buster is going to end up getting the victory to go to 9 and 3. Grizz taking the loss to go to 12 and 7. A lot of wins by these relievers. And Giesel is your player of the game.
Lemurs are going to beat the Swifties 9-3. For Louisville, 2 RBI game from Machado, as well as 2 RBIs from Allaire and Brochado. State College, 2 RBI game from Barry Jr. Gambit Head will take the win. That's why I limited the loss. Gambit Head almost taking me complete game win, but Waffle came in to get that last out.
Alright, Wheelers doubling up the Firehawks 6-3 in this one for California. For California, home run by Devontae Moore, number 29. 2 hit days for Whoop Whoop, Yoon Song, and Marcus Tanyan. For Anchorage, 2 hit days for Enrique Chico and Rex Jordan. Rex Jordan and Cameron Squires both with home runs for Anchorage. For the pitching, Armstrong's going to get the victory in 3 2/3 innings in relief. Now that's a relief effort. No earned runs. And Unit is going to pick up the loss, and your player of the game is Rex Jordan.
And the Bears are going to walk it off in the 9th inning against the Dillos. So both teams in the race for the last wildcard spot in the division lose. 2 RBI game from Delvecchio as well as the Goat, and 2 hit game for O'Ray. For Bruce City, 3 RBI, a 3 hit game from Holden All These Nuts, as well as 3 RBIs from Citterson. Barlimo take a loss and blown save. Soto the win. Handle All These Nuts. To player of the game. Right, the next day is going to be an off day for both majors and minors. But the next game is going to be a primetime game. It's going to be Cancun at Detroit.
Thank goodness. Okay. As long as you weren't telling me it was Boise, everything's great. Because yes, that would be me again. I went through it last night. I did not lose that game, thank goodness.
And then are you calling this one or am I calling this one? I forget.
I'll call this one.
Okay.
I gotta get my kid his stuff though before we start. Otherwise, we're gonna have like interruptions for the first like.
Oh, that's
Well, he
fine.
shouldn't be that much of an interruption. Here, give me like 60 seconds. I'll be right back.
Sure thing.
You can count it. You can count it. Oh yeah. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Ow. All right. Okay, I'm good.
Alright, looks like we got a prediction up and going as well. So we'll give you guys a
Oh,
little bit of time. Last team to score will be Detroit or will be Cancun.
fun.
So I guess while we're waiting for the prediction to go ahead for a little bit, Lonestarr, how are you feeling about entering in the DSFO draft?
I'll tell you what. When I saw that I got 2 touchdowns in one game, I think that yeah, I'm for real in there now. So yeah, I'm hoping I get drafted. I know I wasn't in any of the mocks, but that prospect game, I guess that last one, I was 143 yards and 2 TDs. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about that. Of course, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get more involved in that, but yeah, I'm ready.
Well, we do have a
I'm ready to
broadcast
roll.
game. We do have a broadcast game there. So could always join that. It pays decent. But yeah,
Yeah, I've been. I think every GM in the league has been talking with me in the last like 3 days, and oh, did my did my performance get your attention? And then when they all learned it was me from PVE, they're all like, "Oh, okay, we know who you are now." I'm just
I'm
upset that I'm just upset that Spore didn't raid you after that. They're all done over in the mothership. Bummer.
I'm looking forward to the PE draft coming up in a couple weeks here. Is no one gonna run a prediction? Fine, I'll put points.
Yeah, they just. Oh wait, we got a prediction.
No, but
Oh, nobody's betting on it.
yeah, nobody's betting on it. I'm going to put
Hey, I'll
500
put something on it,
on Detroit.
and that means I'm going to put the other amount on Cancun. I'm kidding. I will. All right, fine. I'll put it on Coon. We can go halvesies. We can go Dutch. There you, wait, somebody else put a. Oh,
Somebody
who
else put
followed me?
500 as
Who
well.
followed me? Punk. Who followed me? I only put 500 in. I promise. I promise. That's all I did. I did not click it twice.
Alright, well, let's get
Uh
this
oh.
game on the road. Between the Cancun
Do it.
Toros and the Detroit Demons.
No Vaseline. No loss tonight. In the out of town scoreboard. You don't want to be seeing losing. Better than this. You can beat New York twice. All right, here we go. Base hit right off the bat through the gap by Ravon Sean. Easy start there. Now Bobrist. Ooh, lines out. Good base running by Sean. Nerd. Ooh, Sean. Still base number 96. Could we see 100 in this game? And that's going to score the run. That's going to score the run. Sean comes in. Brings up Dollarson. Strikes out. That's the end of the inning. Sean scores the run. 1-0 Detroit. Bottom one, Gnome Child. Strikes out. Cody McGoatface for first K of the game. That brings up Vic Cortez. Victor down the line. 1 for 2. Gets it. That's going to bring up Ohi Cow. You're not going to get the call on that one. 2 down. That brings up Menji Brolina. And Brolina grounds out, and that's going to end the inning. We go to the second. 1-0 Demons. That's a big time strikeout there by Holden Jam. It's Benico's second one. There's a fly out to right, 2 down. And a starting pitcher coming in strikes out. Benico 2 Ks on that one. Go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Detroit. Base hit for Napoleon Solo. And bring up Miles Meredith. Miles. Ooh, nails Solo at second. That's a grounder there. Meredith is retired, 2 down. It's going to bring up Sting Eucliffe. Looks like a base hit. Is a base hit for Sting. That's going to bring up Tiernan O'Melrain. And why is Boise losing 1-0? All right. That's the end of the inning there. We go to the third. Maxilium lines out, 1 down. Then bring up Shizuka. Bless you. 2 down. With the pop-up. Ravon Sean. Into the gap for Ravon Sean. That's going to be multiple bases. Double for Sean. Gonna bring up Zen. Everything's Zen. I don't think so, and that's going to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Carlton Beatty needed multiple Beatties on that one. Did not work. Flies out, 1 down. Gnome Child not sitting on the lawn. Gets the walk. Brings up Vic Cortez. Child steals second. Number 84. That's going to be a fly out there by Cortez. That's going to bring up Ohi Cow. And it's a bulk. And it's a ground out, and that's going to end the inning. Still 1-0 Detroit. Nerd striking out. 4th K by Benico. Dollarson flying up the center, 2 down. Holden Jam. Base hit for Holden Jam. Coming up Biff Slamus. Boise 6-1, that's what I'm talking about. You all know who's pitching in that game. Let's go. Right, out of the 4th. Brolina rounds out, 1 down. Napoleon Solo flies out at center. What a grab. 2 down. And that is going to do it for the bottom of the 4th. At the top of the 5th, 1-0. A starting pitcher strikes out. Waxilium flies out. 5 Ks for Jimmy Benico in this one. Shizuka comes up, my former teammate. And that is a fly out into 4.5. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th. Eucliffe, grounder, 1 down. Brings up Tiernan O'Melrain. O'Melrain into the gap. Nice hit there. Double for O'Melrain. It's going to bring up Carlton Beatty. And no, not Carlton Elton and Whisk. They're 7-1 now. And that is gone. I didn't even see the home run, but it looked beautiful. 2-run blast for BD. I think this is a 2-1 game. I didn't even see that thing leave the park. I just saw the ball over the wall. There's a double there for No Child. They're going to keep pressing this. Vic Cortez into the right field, and No Child's going to score. 3-1 now as Ohi Cow flies out to center. 2 down. And bring up Brolina. Bro. Lena. On. 2-run blast for Benji Brolina. 427 feet on that one. Napoleon solo base hit. There's bringing it this inning. Miles Meredith comes on. 5 run innings so far. Stolen base there by solo number 56. Meredith walks 2 on for Sting Eucliffe. 5 have scored so far. That's into the gap. That's going to score even more. That's 7-1 now as they get the touchdown and the extra point. That is a flyout to end the inning. They get 7-1 Coon. Base hit there for Ravon Sean. Here we go. Now everything's coming.
I don't pop in here to note that they just batted around the lineup.
Yes, they did. Ravon Sean through the hole. And they're going to score. They're going to score 7-2 now. Everybody's scoring now. Into the gap for Nerd. Here they come back. It's 7-3. No out for Dollarson. Dollarson strikes out. Old Jam flies out to center. And there's a base hit there for Slamus. And that's another run. 7-4. All right, they got 3 back after giving up 7. 7-4 now for BD. BD strikes out. 1 down for Brad Vandehat. Gnome Child. There's stolen base number 85 for Child. Reaches base. 2 on for Ohi Cow. That's a base hit. And that's going to score another run. 8-4 Coon. There's a strikeout. Boise up 9-2. Who's pitching that game? Anyway, there's another walk by Solo. Base is chucked. There's the walk to Miles Meredith, and that scores a run. 9-4. Sting lifts it, and that's going to end the inning. 2 more for Coon. 9-4. Summers flies out. 1 down. Bazooka strikes out. Kelly Brandt comes on. Sean flies out to center. And that's going to do it there. Bottom of the 7th, base hit for O'Malrain. Carlton Beatty. Last. That's 11-4 lead. It's the final line in Child. 1 down. Victor Cortez coming up. Vic striking out. 2 down. After Cow, and that's going to do it. That ends the inning. 1-4, top 8, base hit there for Bobrist. Game not over. They need 7. There's one way to get it. Nerd. Doubling. What happened right there, but it looks like 2 runs scored. 1 run scored. 1-5. There's a strike out there, 2 down. Slamus. Slamus goes down on strikes. Okay, 11-5. There's a fly out to center by Berlino, 1 down. Napoleon solo. Right to the first baseman, 2 down. Meredith. Rounder. And that's base hit for Meredith. Eucliffe. As Meredith steals second. And Euclid flies out. Not seeing any more Boise scores, so I'm guessing we got that one. A starting pitcher strikes out. One down. Summers, base hit to right. Summers stays at first. Zuka, 1-2, double play, and that ends the game. 11-5, Coon. The last game. 5. Detroit, multiple days for Sean, Bobrist, and Nerd. And for Ken Coon, Carlton Beatty had 2 homers in this one. Menji Berlina had 1. 2 hit days for Beatty, O'Melrain, Euclid, Solo, and Cortez. And for the pitching, Jimmy Vanico, another great win to go to 10-4. Goaty McGoatface, 14-4, handling the loss. And Carlton Beatty gets the victory. I start saying, Carlton, don't call me Whisk Beatty. I like that. I like that name. Don't call me Whisk.
All right.
Come on, people. Sleeve the win.
New York
Don't tell anybody.
Warriors will beat the
Go ahead, Tim.
Uncle Pathfinder 7-2.
Or?
For New York. Oh,
Ooh.
didn't see it was muted. My bad.
That's okay.
The Warriors will beat the Pathfinder 7-2. For New York, we 5 RBI game from Brian Payne. For Toronto, 2 game from Palindrome. Peter Woods will take the win. Mac and Cheese the loss. Brian Payne is player of the game.
Hey, look at this. Your favorite guy hit 2 homers in this one. 6-5 Vancouver Vandals over the Outer Banks Aviators. This one for Outer Banks. 3-hit day for Patrick Eschenbaugh. 2-hit day for Rachel Morimura. 2-hit day for Julio Ruiz Jr. And 3 for Speedy McFly in this one for Vancouver. 2-hit days for Philip Strange, Von Caliente, Walker, and that's right, Jean-Jacques Francois Jacques Jean Jr. 2 homers for day in this game. There, I said it. Pitching, Beans picks up that victory to get over 500 to 9-8. Jigs Kingman taking the loss, and there's your player of the game, Jean-Jacques Francois Jacques Jean Jr. Whew.
And you know what?
Your turn.
I'll let you call your win.
Nikki Vaseline gets a victory. 9-4.
You've waited long enough to call your win.
Yes, I have. Nikki Vaseline getting the 9-4 victory over Buffalo. You're hearing this live. 3-hit day for Mark Honcho. 2 for Itsumi Mayo, including stolen base number 107 on the season for Buffalo. Home runs by Gauthier and Hunter in this one. 2 hits by Gauthier, Dawson the third, Hunter, and Morkertalk. Now for the pitching. Ah, what a game. 2 earned runs, 6 innings, 7 Ks. Nicky Vaseline, your winning pitcher to go to 6-14. That's triple the win total from last season. And Chase Hunter is your player of the game. There you are. I said it. Triple the win total.
Alright, the Province Crabs are going to beat the San Antonio Sloths 9-8. Four RBI game from Barrow Summers, 2 RBI game from Miggs Mayfeld, as well as a 3 game from Summers, 2 game from Mayfield, as well as Pence, and considerations for San Antonio. 3 game from Stetson Laramie, as well as a 2 hit RBI game from Press Duckleaf Jr. Verbo take the win. Cologne saved. Crash the loss. Barrow Summers is your player of the game.
All right, Stars shutting out the Rougarou 2-0 in this one. For Nashville, a bunch of players got one hit apiece. Smirnoff, 2 for 4. Home run number 14 by Michael Munson. For New Orleans, 2-hit day for Honk Shu. Lefevre got the other hit. For pitching, we're just going to go fast forward right down into that. And for pitching, Griff Manzer taking the loss to go to 9-13. Ultimo Khan gets the victory to go to 7-10. No earned over 8 and 9K. That is your player of the game, Ultimo Khan.
All right, the Scorpions are going to beat the Apex 5-1. For Indianapolis, we have a 2-hit for a performance from Edward McKinley along with an RBI and a 2-4 game from Yedef. For Death Valley, 3-hit, 2 RBI game from Stella. Flop Pod will take the loss, and then Namnam will take the win, and Namnam is your player of the game.
Alright. So Seattle takes this one 2-1 with 2 runs in the 7th over the Space Rangers. For Lunar Base, 6 different players got a hit. Firefly Boy, the only run in this game. For Seattle, 2-hit day for Jim Hawkins. Home run by Bambi No, home run number 17. And for the pitching, I still want to call a home run from Bambi No. Bambi No, I get it. Mulligan, Hercules Mulligan goes to 14-5. No earned over 7 1/3. Is your player of the game, and Animal Kingdom taking the loss.
Alright, I was told by Thomas that he could barely hear me. Thomas, it's
Through a wind tunnel.
Yeah, it's my setup. My room is very echoey. I switched rooms, so my room is very echoey. So it's not an OBS thing. This has been an issue for a little bit now, but like I will turn up my mic audio. See if that does anything. It's all the way up.
We know that I broke it because I won a game. That's how I know I broke the volume.
Okay.
No, you're not buying that. You're not buying that one. Okay, fine.
I
tried.
to the minors. As the Kingman Dillis continue to struggle for the last wildcard spot, it might have to go into tomorrow for that last wildcard spot. For King Vince, they're gonna beat the Bears at a walk-off 2-1, pushing up 51-49. Bruce City, RBI from Handle All These Nuts. Chicago, 2-for-4 game from Ottoman Timothy. Zukifus will take the loss, and Venturing will take the win, and Hunter Cracky will be your player of the game.
All right, Seeds take this one 4-3 in the ninth. Runs in the 8th and 9th to win this one over the Flamingos. And for State College, 2-hit days for Rousseau, Stone, Primo, and Skovgard. Kai Broomer, home run number 16 on the season for Florida. 2-hit days for Luca and Paulie Wag. For the pitching, Dubois picking up the victory, going to 4-3, 1 earned over 2 2/3. Lillian Blue picking up the loss, 2 earned runs over 2 2/3 with Bug Shingus, 2 earned over 6 1/3. My soon-to-be teammate is your player of the game. Yes, my soon-to-be teammate.
The Dillos will also win, pushing them up to 50 and 50, going into the last week of
Wow.
the season here. Yeah, I know. Like I said, Chicago and Amarillo are neck and neck for that last wildcard
Yep.
spot. It's going to be an interesting race tomorrow to see who gets that.
Well, Louisville's right there too, right?
Louisville, yeah. So it's going to be a
Just
really
Jenkins.
interesting three-way. We'll have to do a standings check at the end of the sim, see where things
It's
stand.
good.
Um, so let's see for a two-hit game for Tony Del Vecchio as well as Axel Babineau. With an RBI for Del Vecchio for Louisville, 3-4 games from Cal COVID. Hugh Jazz will take the win. Bad Lima will take the save. And Day Nostradam will take the loss. Hugh Jazz is your player of the game.
You, another one of my soon-to-be teammates. Okay, I'm liking this. I want to see A Bird to win. All right, whoop whoop gets 5 base hits in this 11-4 smashing of the Hepcats. 2-hit days for Kirkland and your Dong. And for California, Rafael Furcal Jr., 15th homer of the season. 5 for 5 day for Whoop. 2 for 4 for Call. 4 for 5 for Devontae Moore and 3 RBI. 3-hit day for Tanyan. 2 apiece for Ivagata Dumper and Goro Majima. For the pitching, that was a lot to say there. I'm a dude, man. Goes to 13 and 4, and Lee goes to 9. And with the victory, goes 13 and 4. Lee drops to 9 and 9. Whoop whoop is your 5-hit player of the game. Well deserved. A dude, man. Or I'm a dude, man. It depends how you pronounce it. No way.
The Ranas actually won a game. Shocking.
Woohoo!
And
Oh,
hey, they broke the 250 win percentage. For Anchorage, an RBI for 2 RBIs for Squires, and 2 for 5 game, 3 for 4 game for Robin Banks. Puerto Rico, 2 RBI game from Votto Joey. Benjamin will take the loss. Barry the win. LBG to save. Mark Jackson, your player of the game.
just to show you, everybody, do not sleep on Puerto Rico.
Alright, next day is going to be a quick sim day. The Pathfinders are going to win this one in extras, 5-4 over the New York Voyagers. For New York, we have 2 RBI games from Nolan Tegas, was an RBI from Henry Magic. Maybe it's not Henry Magic, I got it right. For Toronto, we have a 2-hit performance from Pendleton Pippin, 2 RBI, 2 5 game from Dusty Greer. Those 2-4 game from Chauncey Ingram. With home run from Palindrome and Greer. Jones will take the blown save. Brewster the loss. Fire Aaron Boone. First win of the season. Taylor Atkins, your player of the game.
Boone, first win of the season. All right. We're in what, game 101? All right, so the Vandals get 2 to come back in the 9th to get the victory, 6-5. Steven Strange, 2-run blast to walk this one off. Connor Banks, 2-hit days for Morimura, Jones, and Ruiz Jr. 24th home run by Rachel Morimura. For Vancouver, looks like a slow day for them, but 2-hit days for Rishikesh and McLovin Jr. 3 hits for Enrique Von Caliente, but who is even more caliente? Steven Strange with that 2-run walk-off blast. We go to the pitching, and Kid is going to pick up the win to go to 3-5. The loss goes to Voss. That rhymes. And with a home run, also, Akshay Rishikesh is your player of the game. Ew.
The Raptors
Alright.
win another win again with the winner of 39 and a walk-off.
Okay.
Buffalo 2 RBI game from Ethan Shadow. That was a 2 for 4 game from Swanson. For Boise, 2 RBI game from Chet Gagnon with RBI from, I can't believe his PBE as was seen on Merc Attack. His PBE was a perfect 3 for 3 game. Bubba will take the loss. PKBS no decision. It's going to be a win and a one save from Mike Boss III, but PKBS is your player of the game.
That was a good game. We needed that one. Needed that one. All right. Ooh, a lot of homers in this one. 5 runs in the 12th by the Crabs for a 13-9 victory in this game. That's great. So for Providence, Traveler, big time 4-hit day, 3 RBI there. Baltz, 3-hit day, 5 RBI. Zalewski and Mayfield, both with 2 hits apiece. Zalewski, 3 RBI home runs by Travelers. Zalewski, Mayfield, and Baltz had 2 homers in this game. No, that is not a law firm. I just reeled off a bunch of last names. San Antonio, Mander going 3 for 6 with 3 RBI. 3 days also for Turd Ferguson and Wyatt Whittle. Home runs by Mander and Duckley. For the pitching, see, I can handle that pretty well. Malbeck getting the hold, Ferb getting the victory to go to 4-1. We're just missing Phineas. And the loss goes to Crash, your player of the game with 2 jacks, Seymour Baltz. Just missing Phineas. Phineas and Ferb can be together.
Alright, the Rougarous are going to shut Star 7-0. For Nashville, only 4 hits, 2 of which came from CJ Levine. New Orleans, 2 RBIs from Werewolf and Ferb. 3 for 4 game from AJ Boucher, as well as a home run from Johnson. John will take the loss. Jackson will take the win. And that's Jackson, your player of the game.
Once Dash Jackson gets married, there may be a Mrs. Dash Jackson. But anyway, Death Valley taking this one 5-4 over the Apex. For Indianapolis, 3 for 4 day for ETEF and 2 for 4 for Harry, don't call me Shaven Callahan, including home run number 17. For Death Valley, big game here. 2 hits apiece for Montalban, Gnomes, Angle, and Flamingo in this one. Gnomes got home run number 17. For the pitching, unless there was something else, Guy Rousey getting to 11-6 on the season, 6 2/3, 2 earned run, 8 Ks. Calm Chicken dropping back to 11-9. Calm Chicken was scratching, but back to 11-9 there. And Guy Rousey, your player of the game.
Yeah, Hacob, it's going to be a crazy race stream tomorrow. 3 teams are already in the minors in the playoffs, with 2 teams, on the outside looking in, all separated by about 4 total games. It's going to be a crazy playoff race stream tomorrow.
That's gotta miss it after 3 days in a row being on. Alright, fine, I'll probably be lurking. Don't tell anybody though. Because if anybody misses the co-host tomorrow and I'm lurking, I will jump in.
Sea Serpents will beat the Space Invaders 13-3. as
Hey,
that
no.
is a
Hey,
blowout
man.
and a half.
Ah,
Let's see, two RBIs from AJ Justice and an RBI from Nagor for first. Seattle, everybody getting hit on Seattle's side. 4 for 5 game from Bradley Waterman Jr. Runs from Hawkins, Johnson the third, and Bambino. Anderson will take the loss. McQueen the win. Pelikai save. Bambino your player of the game. And
Cancun taking this one 4-1 over the Detroit Demons. Demons had 2 hits from Bobris the Nerd total. For Cancun, 2-hit day for Cortez and Brolina. Runs by Cortez and Malrain and Brolina. Number 27 for Brolina. Cowgill picking up the victory to go to 12-8 on the season. And Pythagoras the loss. John Cowgill, your player of the game.
down to the minors. Ooh, Kingpin's lost and Dillo's won. So we might have a break in the race for the wildcard spot. As the Bears are going to rally back in the late going, so win 3-1. For Bruce City, RBI for Bedell the third, as well as Sankara. For Chicago, we have a 3-4 game from Troy Monopovitsky. Carter will take the win. Pete needed a third to save. Charago-san the loss. Charago-san, however, is your player of the game. Rollins will win again in extras. How will you call this one, Lone Star?
Ranas. Right, Ranas. Win it in 12. Isn't that back-to-back wins for the Ranas now to get to
It
26 and
is, yes.
75?
It is, yeah.
Ouch. Oh, my. All right. Well, anyway, for Anchorage, 2-hit day for Chico, 4 for 6 for DB Barnum in this one. Rex Jordan and Enrique Chico both with homers for Anchorage, but it wasn't enough as the big time lineup for Puerto Rico. 4 hits for Ricky Bobby, 3 for So. So gets the 5th home run of the season for pitching. Mitt picking up the victory to go to 5-8. Pope with the loss, and your player of the game is Pickle Reedeman. Dang.
I remember, what was that, season 54 or 55, somewhere around there? The Ranas, the bot team, knocked the Kingpins out of playoffs by sweeping them in the last week of Sims. So it's a little bit of league history for you new players that the Ranas have in the past prevented a team from making the playoffs. With that being said, Kansas City are going to beat the Firehawks 4-3. 2 for 4, 2 RBI game from Gizelle, as well as 2 for 4 game from Kamenek and Reddick. For California, 2 RBI game from Song. Bird with the win. Tom the loss. A Bird your player of the game.
I said 8 Bird just needed to win one. All my new teammates got victories in that. All right, very nice. Armadillos, big win there to get to 51-50. That brings Louisville down to 51-50. 2 runs in the 8th for the victory here for Amarillo. This should be a short one. Del Vecchio goes 2 for 4. That's pretty much it. Louisville, 2 for 4 for Narukami. Any homers? No homers. All right. Marshmallow Jr., 1 earned run over 7 1/3 to go to 9 11. Waffle picking up the 12th loss. Marshmallow, your player of the game.
And the Mingos are going to beat the split seed 7-2 as Polyrad will knock 2 out of the park. Say college batting line score. An RBI from Brummer, as well as Adam Confused. For Florida, we have a 4 RBI, 3 for 4 game from Polyrad, with us 2 home runs. Barrow will take the loss. Momentum the win. Polyrad, your player of the game. Nope, do not want to quick start a game. And we have our last dream game. Outer Banks Aviators taking on the Vancouver Vandals.
Alright.
If Doc Holliday for Outer Banks went up against Holly Sheep for Vancouver. Sheep putting on an impressive year. Really solidifying her candidacy for Pitcher of the Year. Let's begin the game. Bazooka Slow start us off with a hit down the line. It's going to be a single to bring up Patrick Eschenbach, the left fielder. That's going to be no double play. That's going to be an error. Looks like Von Caliente bobbled it. Rachel Martinmura is going to line out there. Runner will advance to third, and he's going to be safe. And that's going to be a line out there, but a sac fly will bring in a run and bent up early, 1-0. And that's going to be a single there, runs first and second. That's going to be an out there to bring us to the bottom of the first inning. Unranked up 1-0 here at the Thunderdome. Doc Holliday will induce a line out for Pierre Philippe. Steven Strange, the center fielder, that's going to be in there. That's going to be a single. Akshay Rishikash, that's going to be a stolen base for Strange. There's no throw there. That's going to be out there. Runner 90 feet away from scoring. And that's going to be a run scored on the wild pitch. We are tied on a crazy play. And that's going to be an infield hit from McLovin Jr. and Enrique Van Caliente. Be your third out. So, we have a tied game going to the top of the second inning now. McFly Jr. is going to line out there for out number 1. Angel de la Fueta be out number 2. Abe Ghosty be on with a single. Bazooka Slow came on the score last time around will be your third out. We go to the bottom of the second inning now. Ashton Lansdale, high, deep, gone! Just below the upper deck, it's 2-1 Vancouver Vandals. Danny Berg as the DH will go down swinging. Brooks Walker, shortstop, will go down swinging as well. And that'll bring up John-Jacques Francois Jr., who will pop out. Go to the top of the third, it's 2-1 Vancouver. As that one's hit high, it's going to be caught by the third baseman. Trimmer Murray will line out to the shortstop. Curtis Jones, the center fielder, will be your third out. Bottom of the third, it's going to be a strikeout looking. It's going to be in there. That's going to be a single for Steven Strange. And Strange is going to steal. That's going to be high. He's going to be safe. 100 steals this season. Be a strikeout, but it looked like it was stolen a little bit. That's going to be a walk. And that'll be your third out. We go to the top of the fourth. Still 2-1. That's going to be an out for Julio Ruiz Jr. Robert Oliver will go down as he went too far, says the umpire. McFly Jr. will be your third out. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning now. Anya de la Ashton Lansdale getting on base with a single. Danny Berger's a DH. Then drop in there. Brooks Walker, the shortstop, going to be caught at the warning track. It's going to be a strikeout. Fifth on the day for Holiday. That's going to be a pop out for a third out. We go to the top of the fifth, still 2-1 Vancouver. And that's going to be in there over his head. Anya de la Fuerte with the double. It's going to be a walk for Ghosty. And a crucial double play. And goes down looking. Still 2-1 Vandals. And that's going to be a out there for out number one. Like I say, Rich Cash, that's going to be a single. McLovin Jr., that's going to be into the gap. That might bring home a run. Runner will cross third, head to the plate. He's safe. It's 3-1 Vandals. Enrique Bancaliente will hit one out of the park. 14th home run of the season for Bancaliente. It's 5-1 Vandals now, as Jigs Kingman will come in relief. That is it for Holiday. It's going to be a base hit. And that's going to be not enough for a runner to advance. That's going to be a line out there. Walker will ground into an out. There we go to top of the sixth. Vancouver scores 3 in the fifth inning. Murmur will lay off. That's going to be a walk. Curtis Jones ground into a double play. And that's going to be into the gap. It's going to be a double for Ruiz Jr. Robert Oliver will strike out, however, and that will retire his side. We go to the bottom of the sixth. As Francois John Jr. will get a single. Pierre Philip, the right fielder, up to bat, and that's going to be in there for a single as runners are at the corners now. We have a steal attempt here, as that's going to be successful. And there will go off for the first run will into the third, and the run will come in to score, make it a 6-1 game. And we'll go out at first again, 7-1 game now. McLovin Jr., as that's going to be a single as the fielder can't come up with the ball. And that's going to be out number 3 when we go to top of the 7th now. McFly Jr., that's going to be in there. No one can get to it. That's going to be a single. Angel de la Fuerte worked on into a fielder's choice. No relay to first. Going to be in there. Runners at first and second now, only one away. They get the out at second, but there's no chance at the double play there. Catcher will get the ball in quickly, as that's going to be out number 3. For the mini home stretch we go, as that's going to be Ashton Lansdale down on strikes. Danny Berger will strike out. Brooks Walker will draw a walk, 40th of the year. And that's going to be a little strikeout looking. Top of the 8th, still a 6-run deficit here in the late goings. That's going to be a flying out. Curtis Jones will get on base. That's going to be a single. Great came in earlier, and that's going to be a safe at third. Runners at the corners now. That's going to be caught in foul territory, and that's going to be safe. So it's 7-2 game now, but that's not going to do it as they So rally is cut short. We go to the bottom of the eighth. As Gordo Shigeno will come in for Outer Banks and will strike out Pierre Philippe. It's going to be a strikeout. Actually, Aristotle cannot beat the shit as we go to top of the eighth. Outer Banks under our last 3 outs as that's going to be gone! Angel de la Fuente with the solo shot, 7-3 now. Ghosty will line out number 1. Strikeouts for Bazooka Slow. Ashenbao will draw and walk. He did not go around, says the umpire, but that's gonna be it. 7-3 Vancouver Vandals over the Outer Banks Aviators. For Outer Banks, home run from Angel de la Fuente. 34 games from Julio Ruiz Jr. For Vancouver, 2 RBIs from Enrique Vancaliente and an RBI from Ashton Lansdale as well. Holiday will take the loss. Sheet with the win, and Holly Sheet is your player of the game.
Range hit 100 stolen bases in that game. All right. Crabs outslug the Sloths in the 10th inning 2-1 to win 8-7 in this one. Beryl Summers 3-hit day, 4 RBI, 2 hits apiece for Grail Traveler. Paulo Zalewski, Hurry Quake, JD Pant, wow, almost everybody. Cashless Considerations and Boys to Chess back again. For San Antonio, 3-hit days for Jerry Mander and player to be named later. 2-hit day for Rob Littleton. And moving on. There were some home runs, but it's all good. The win's going to go to Ferb to go to 5-1. The loss to Robo Dibble, and your player of the game is player to be named later.
I did not mean to skip the home run. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I was just wondering if there were any. Player to be named later did have one, and Laramie. Okay, cool. I was just wondering.
The Surge are going to beat the Raptors 12-4. Sorry here. Little run was cut short. Buffalo, 4 RBI game from Ethan Shadow, going 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored. 2 of those runs were home runs. For Boise, 2 for 4 game from Armstrong and 2 RBI game from Mitch PB on a home run. But Kaufman to win, but Paul to save, duck the loss, Shadow your player of the game.
Voyagers going to take down the Pathfinders 8-1 in this one. For New York, 3-hit days for Payne, Tege, and Mihire. 2-hit day for Tanaka. Tanaka, home run number 19. Tege, number 26. For Toronto, 2-hit day for Palindrome for the pitching. Joey Moose Jr. getting another victory to go to 14-3. This time 1 earned over 7 1/3. And that's your player of the game.
Alright, these Stars are going to beat the Rivers 7-5. For Nashville, we have a 2 RBI game from Gray, as well as Briggs. Briggs also going 2 for 4 with a double and a home run. New Orleans, we have a 2 for 3 game from Love, as well as 2 for 4 from Johnson and Shu. Park will take the win, Westbrook the loss, Maurice Bernard your player of the game.
Alright, the Apex take down the Scorpions in this one 11-7 to draw closer to Death Valley. 3-hit days for Rosenthal and D. Fernandez Jr. 2-hit day for Santos Garcia and Harry Callahan. For Indy, Fernandez Jr. and Rosenthal both getting home runs for Indy. For Death Valley, Multiple hit days for Montalban, Gnomes, Flamingo, and Rule. 3-hit day for Mellow Mistur. Flamingo, Engel, and Montalban all smashing home runs in this one. For the pitching, Flourish getting the victory to go to 9-8, 5 earned over 7. And Always a Bummus taking the loss. Leon Rosenthal, your player of the game.
Sea Serpents are going to beat the Space Rangers 6-2 for Lunar Base. 2-4 game from Apollo Justice. Or HA Justice, I should say. For Seattle, 3-4, 3 RBI game from Bambino. 111 solo shots. Muffin will take the loss, Treadwell the win. Bambino, your player of the game.
It's taking out the Toro 6-4. In this one, 5 unanswered runs by Detroit to win this game. For Detroit, 2-hit days. For Nerd, Dollarson, Slamis, and that's that. Home run by Ravon Sean. Cancun, multiple hit days for Brolina, Meredith Eucliffe, O'Melrain, and Beatty, with Meredith hitting home run number 19. For pitching, Bo getting the victory to go to 14-5, with Smoltz picking up the loss, and your player of the game is Pedro Martini. Both K's in that one.
And as Captain SB just pointed out, Detroit and New York now have home field advantage in their conferences for the divisional round. That being said, let's go down to the minors. Firehawks will beat the Hepcats 6-2. Kansas City, 2-hit game for St. John, as was Kamenek. California, 2 RBI, 2-for-3 game from Fracalo Jr., as well as a 2-hit game from Nicholas. Summers will take the loss. Here's the win. David Sears, your player of the game.
Let's take down the Steeds 6-3. In this one, 3 runs in the 6th. 2-for-3 day for Adam Confused. Kai Broomer and Confused both have home runs in this one. Florida, 2-hit days for Luca, Sahur, and Wag. Luca, Ejectocito, and Sahur all with home runs in this one. For the pitching, Justin Izzo and the victory to go to 9-6. Ultranium with the loss. Player of the game is Luca.
The Wheelers are going to beat the Ranas 8-1. Ingram's batting line score 3 RBI game from Robin Banks. Puerto Rico 3-4 game from Picasso. McIntosh the win. Batting practice the loss. Rex Jordan is your player of the game.
Alright, Kingpins survive. Win this one 4-1 over Bruce City to get to 52-50. The 2 hits for Bruce City for Kiso and Handel, and for Chicago, including a home run by Kiso. Chicago, 2-for-3 day for Mexicano, 2-for-3 for Monopolitsky, and 2-for-4 for Ottoman Timothy. Mexicano had 2 homers, both off jacked up in this one. And for pitching, Avery Time, 1 earned over 5, goes to 9-7. Venturino, 4-inning save in this one. Jacked up, taking the loss. Player of the game is El Grande Mexicano.
And the teeter-totter will continue as the Dillos, Lemurs, and the Kingdoms are all fighting for that wild card spot. For Amarillo, 2-hit game for Axel Babineau, so it's 2-hit game for O'Ray and the GOAT. For Louisville, 3 RBI, 3 for 4 game from Man Squatch. Montreal with a loss, Wantani with the win. Cedillo the save, Man Squatch a player of the game. I believe next day is gonna be an off day for both leagues. Just for the majors and it is for the minors. So that will be it for this stream. But let's do a quick wildcard standings check to see who our teams are going to be going to playoff race stream tomorrow. So it looks like the legend wildcard is already set in stone. We'll be going to the Crabs and the Aviators. And for champions, looks like it's going to be a tough fight between the Sea Serpents and the Stars and Apex. The Apex and Stars need to win every game to clinch a spot. Scorpions only need to win 4. For the minors, so Louisville and Chicago are tied. Their magic number is 6. So tomorrow they can only afford to lose 1 game each. Hepcats can only afford to lose 2, and then they'll need to win all 5. The Dillos have a shot, but they're on the outside looking in. So looking like it's going to be a close race between the Lemurs, the Hepcats, the Kingpins, and the Dillos, all vying for that last wildcard spot. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes. So it's gonna be tough, really. Tomorrow, a lot of teams are gonna be disappointed with how close it is. It might even be forced to game 108 or game 109, because it's gonna be close. It's gonna be really, really close tomorrow. But we'll have to see. Because as of right now, the Hepcats and Lemurs have that last spot. Just based on the standings. Have Hepcats for the West, Lemurs for the East. So Saturday's playoff stream is going to be a fun one to watch. Anyways, let's get the index updated as I have someone at the door. I don't know who. Probably a friend of my roommates. As he just got out of his bedroom. Yeah, let's get the index updated.
Tim, you and I can just stream tomorrow, and the Steeds can win all the games, and just throw a wrench into that fight. They're not eliminated yet.
Yeah, they're not.
They're still 4 back.
They're not eliminated, but they need to win all their games.
Exactly. That means you and I stream tomorrow. Here's the conspiracy theory. They win all the games. They win all the games. Yes, I said it, chat. I said it.
On Saturday is going to be our playoff race stream, so that will determine who face. It's mainly going to determine the wild card spot, because the divisions are already decided, and we're just waiting to see the wild card spot.
Stream tomorrow, chat. It's Saturday. Saturday is correct. It's Hacob, Scud Muffin, and Tim. You
Yeah,
all get me on Tuesday the 31st.
but yeah, depending on time on Saturday, I might not be able to because I'll be at my dad's at some point that day. I just don't know when. We'll see how
I'm gonna do it for
we'll
four.
see.
Am I gonna do it for 4 streams in a row? I'm
Mm,
gonna be on for 4 consecutive streams. Find out Saturday. Find out Saturday. You're 3-time defending champion. I'm just saying, chat. I'm just saying. I could be on a 4th time in a row. I was not supposed to be on tonight, but if Tim's gonna be here, I'm like, hey, can't leave him by himself if I'm sitting here.
Alright, so who do you guys have going in the first round of the majors draft coming up in just a couple weeks here?
To answer that question, I don't know the answer to that question. I'm too busy with the DSFL draft, being drafted there.
Yeah,
Come on, I know you're
awards
there.
awards voting is going on right now for the ISFL. I'm really hoping that my player did enough to get voted All Pro. But we'll have to see how that goes. The ballot for the All Pro committee, which I'm on, but I don't know the results quite yet, will be out soon. But obviously, I can't reveal the results until they go public on the awards ceremony. But yeah, there's gonna be such a large. Yep, yep. I got Lonestarr to create in the ISFL last week, and I play for the Black Forest Brood. My player name over there is Brian Jones.
The up-and-coming master of catching the ball. Nobody saw me coming. Rico Carbonara. And that's right. I need a little bit of sauce with. I'm bringing a little sauce with it. I can't put Vaseline on the ball in that sport, so sorry. I had to come up with something spicier. Yes, the managers, they all say we didn't see you coming. I'm like, you do now. Oh, man. Well, I wanted to stream tonight, but it's past 8 p.m. now. So now I guess I don't want to. I guess I could tomorrow, since PvE is not on tomorrow. Yeah, what the heck. I'm taking the night off. There, Tim?
I'm still here, yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, I've been hit up by like every GM in ISFL, so
That was me.
they're like, "How are you gonna make money?" And I'm like, "I'll figure out how to make money.
Well, I mean,
I'll figure it out."
we got our podcast over there that we're going to be starting back up soon, as of course, all this broadcast came over there as well.
I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. I know I'm new to that, but I think all the GMs are learning that or the scouts are learning that I know my way around a sim league. Like they know that now. So I've figured out the forums. I've just got to go do the tasks. I haven't done all the tasks yet, but I will figure that out. I'm still trying to figure out how to create a wiki page on that. I'm close. I've got everything ready. I just gotta edit it. I'm sure someone can tell me how to do that.
I honestly haven't edited my wiki page in like 4 or 5 seasons.
Okay. Rookie tasks already, so that's done.
But yeah, my player over there has won Rookie of the Year, has won Defensive Player of the Year, Defensive Performance of the Year, and is looking like a potential contender for second team All Pro. And this offseason made it into the Pro Bowl as well. So has a very good career there so far. He also holds the DSFL single season tackle record, all time tackle record. It's like 7th in sacks, and it's like top 5 and I think forced fumbles in the DSFL. So a very, very good DSFL career.
Impressive. Impressive. Good to see you. No problem. 3 nights in a row for me. I'm loving it. That's 3 straight nights too. Okay. I'm good with that. Good with that. I mean, tomorrow, I'm taking care of my stream tomorrow. Somebody else is probably doing theirs tomorrow too, but hey, I'm gonna do mine tomorrow night. I'll be there.
Yeah, tomorrow
I'm taking the
night.
night off.
Tomorrow night, I'm gonna start on the scripts for our podcast that get coming up. So those will get done tomorrow night.
That's awesome. Be quiet. I'm a perfect draft right now, so I'm trying not to mess that up. It's one of those things. Well, looking forward to ISFL. Looking forward to the end of this season. Of course, I'll be calling World Series again for the 3rd consecutive season. At the end of this season. So I hope many of you were there for that one. In chat tonight. Oh, hey, Tim.
Yes.
After you're done, you want to raid Bull League? Bull League is on.
I'm sure we can do that.
I'm gonna end up taking the night off because I'm just I don't know. I have to go cook. I'm supposed to go cook something, so I guess I've got to go do that.
No, you're fine. I need to go make something to go I need to go make something to eat as well myself. Probably just gonna be some ramen noodles. Even though
Are you gonna cook tonight or what?
even though it goes against my diet.
Ah,
Because I'm on a high protein, high carb diet, and obviously ramen doesn't fit that.
It does not fit that. Yes, you are correct. Yes, you are correct.
But at the same time, it's 10:15 at night where I am. I'm not gonna be cooking protein at this time of night.
Now you're 2 hours away from me. That's right. Gotta get my time. Gotta get my time correct too. Bill springs forward and we fall back, which is weird, but that's just how it is. Right, I have 4 pitchers with 3 rounds left to go in this draft. I can do this. I can do this. Come on, pitchers, where are you? Don't hide from me. Okay, there's one.
So, what do you think of the first ever called challenge with the ABS last night?
You mean the ABS? Hey, if it nipped the corner, I mean, the ump got it right.
Yeah, I was like, when Netflix was interviewing Patel at the time, so Netflix didn't even show the challenge. But I caught
Yep.
a clip of it on MLB.com, and I was like, even I could tell before the challenge was even called that it was a strike.
So, yeah, I watched on ESPN, and I was like, "Ooh, that's really close." And then you saw the replay, and it was like, "Oh man, it just missed by a whisker." Made it in by a whisker. I was like, "Dang, okay, that was a heck of a first call. That was a heck of a first call." I mean, remember the players could have gotten thrown out before for that. Now they can't. Now they're like, the umps have to be like, "Okay, go check it."
Yeah, well,
Should be able to get thrown out if they for arguing balls and strikes if they're wrong.
well, I remember, I remember Ichiro's only a rejection. Anyway, it was on a call third strike. He pointed to where he thought the ball landed in the dirt, and with the ejected but on replay, that's exactly where the ball was. Exactly where Ichiro pointed.
My biggest question of today's stream is that the first time Ejecto Cedo ever got ejected from a ball game?
I believe it was.
Ejecto never gets ejected. Ejecto never gets ejected.
Well, the index is up.
I had to say it.
The file is up. Let's get that index going while we get this raid started. Let's get that index upload going.
Ample legal of us tonight for that. I'm surprised he hasn't asked me to join that league yet, but I'm like no, I got enough leagues going right now. I'll take on ISFL, but that's pretty much it.
I want to thank everybody for joining me and Lonestarr for the Season 60 Week 4 Day 3 stream. Join us Saturday as we find out who is going to play in the playoffs. See you guys then.
Good evening.